Hi, I'm Susie Morris. There are times when I may want to work on a painting at a later stage, and in this case I would just protect it in the interim with a retouch varnish. But there are other times when I'm finally satisfied that a piece is complete, that I want to consider the final varnish. It's this final varnish that will add even greater depth to your colours and even out the overall appearance of your painting, leaving you with either a satin, matte or a glossy finish. Schmincke offers several products for varnishing oil paintings, and they differ in their raw materials. Some contain traditional materials such as natural resins like damar or mastic. Others use synthetic resins which are lighter, have higher flexibility and higher stability than natural resins. I have a number of tips to help you in varnishing your oil paintings. The most important being that before you start to varnish, ensure that the paint has completely dried. Oil paint can take a minimum of 6 months to dry, depending on the thickness of your paint, and some oil paintings can even take years to dry. With oil colours, the complete drying process takes several weeks, even if the layers of paint are fairly thin. Therefore, I recommend applying a final varnish 8 to 12 months after you've completed your painting. The painting surface to be treated must be free of dust. I'm removing the dust here with one of Da Vinci's goat hair dusting brushes. In the case of varnishing, remember that the product you're using and the painting you're going to varnish should be at room temperature. And it's a good idea to keep specific brushes solely for the purpose of varnishing. Products that are specifically matte or semi-matte must be shaken well before use to ensure even dispersion in the solution of matting agents that may have settled over a longer period of storage. When using a varnish brush, make sure your picture is either positioned flat on a workbench or perpendicular on an easel, and apply the varnish or lacquer in a thin coat quickly and evenly with a soft wide varnish brush. I tend to use Da Vinci's soft pony brushes, using long wide even strokes from top to bottom on a flat surface. And if I decide on a second coat, I'd apply this at right angles to the first coat. Final varnishes are a really good way to protect your work from dust or soiling, fingerprints or humidity, and they also further increase the depth and detail in your painting. Aerosol varnishes can be really useful for paintings where the surface may be less even, as a thinner layer can be applied, or if you find applying varnish with a brush more difficult. Aerospray products should be sprayed onto a perpendicular or slightly inclined upright object from left to right and top to bottom, from a distance of 30 to 40 centimetres. Please ensure during all your spray applications that you make the change in spray direction away from the picture. When a spray head is held down over a longer period of time, the pressure drops inside the can, and this may lead to an uneven spitting effect of the spray. In these cases, you'll need to invert the can to clear the spray head. All of these finishing varnishes can be removed from the surface of the painting at all times using solvents such as oil of turpentine, turpentine substitute, or varnish remover. However, this should be done very carefully, and if possible, only by those with expert knowledge, ideally trained restorers. And it's worth remembering that the varnish coats used in painting offer no special ultraviolet protection to the paints that you use. For this reason, I can't recommend enough that you use high quality and light fast paints from the outset. And that's why I always choose Schmincke paints. And as always, for more information on any of their products, please visit the Schmincke website. As an artist, you'll find a lot of extensive and really helpful information ranging from technical and safety data sheets to information on how to use all of their products.